Hi there, my name is Felix Beck, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So, it was reported earlier this week that Jodie Whittaker's tenure as Doctor Who was coming to an end. It's a report that has not been denied by the BBC, which I think is pretty much a confirmation. But something else that really is a confirmation of it is I've noticed the sharks are circling. And when I say the sharks, the normie sharks, right? Up until now, Jodie Whittaker has a veneer of, or this era of Doctor Who had a veneer of what's the word? It was uncriticizable. But now she's going. I think that veneer seemed to have fallen off, and all the criticisms that we've had of it in the Phantom Menace, not all of them, a lot of them, have had a Phantom Menace, as we're going to see, are being adopted by a normie audience. So the Daily Telegraph really is at the forefront of this. They had a unbelievably scathing review that I did a video on about two or 3 days ago. Got crazy ratings, like crazy views, right? I think it's another sign of how much people really don't like this era. And then I found there's another article as well. So I'm like, oh, well, okay then. I guess there's quite a few of them. And so I thought maybe it's by the same person. No. This is by a different person. I'm going to read this article together because, if you're anything like me, and I guess you are because you're watching this channel, you like to see Chris Chibnall's era of Doctor Who be lambasted in any way, shape, or form because, possibly like me, you really don't like it. Even if you do like it, I think you're probably going to agree with many of the criticisms. I haven't read this article yet, other than the headline. I'm interested to see where they go. You're going to get my sparkling commentary all the way through it. Before we get to it, though, can you hit the like button? That'll be fan-freaking-tastic. Can you hit the share button? Awesome. Beyond awesome. But if you want to make me quiver with pleasure, and I struggle to think why anybody wouldn't want me to quiver with pleasure. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button today, and I'll be happy. There you go. Now, if you subscribe, of course, there's a little bonus. You can enter my weekly competitions. Competition this week is Judge Dredd, the complete case files. This is going to go for like 1 or 2 more days. I'm going to do it on Saturday or Sunday. Give it away. It's a great volume of Judge Dredd case files from 86, 87. Fantastic art. Great stories. But if you've never read Judge Dredd, this is a great Judge Dredd to read. This is one of the ones I read growing up. I absolutely loved it. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel. Subscribe in the comments. Leave the hashtag Zarjaz. Go check the video notes. I have all the information you need to enter and win right there. While checking the video notes, of course, go check the link to my Indiegogo. I've got to get my ass together to get this thing launched. I just had a ton of new work come in. But I'm building up my email list. Go ahead. Add your email address to the list. And again, make a rabbi insanely happy. There's all these. You got to check out all these art cards. You get a free art card with any purchase, which I quite like. I gotta highlight them again. My channel's had some real growth recently. So, wrong one. So yeah, my channel's had some really real growth. So I really got to reiterate all the stuff. Fine. Let's read this from the Daily Telegraph. BBC has failed Doctor Who. That's true. Jodie Whittaker. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. But I think she's failed herself as well. No wonder she's quitting. So finally it's become kosher to say what we've been saying since she started. Listen, I wanted to like her. I very much wanted to like her. I want to like Doctor Who. Right? I very much want to like Doctor Who. But, they just made it impossible. Flat, worthy, and woke. Oh, crap. Not good. Fat, worthy, and woke. The unlucky 13th Doctor adventures have been a criminal waste of this talented actress and caused a rating slide. So I don't know if she's a talented actress anymore. I really don't. I genuinely have no idea. I never struck me as being terrible. But now I'm like, well, this doesn't look that good to me. So I don't know if she's a talented actress or not. But has caused the rating slide, absolutely. New Year, New You is the popular cliche at this time, and I do think the news of her leaving was leaked. Rather than officially, officially, I think it was like maliciously leaked. Is a popular cliche at this time of year. Now it looks like it will be a case of New Year, New Who. Not too soon, mate. Tabloid headlines and widespread whispers claim that actress Jodie Whittaker, who plays the show's first ever female time role play with Jodie Whittaker, stunning and brave, is planning to quit after the forthcoming series, while Chris Chibnall will remain. Yeah, we would have preferred it the other way around, or both to go, really. There's been no official confirmation at the time of writing this. The BBC has stonewalled the story, saying we won't comment on any speculation around Jodie's future on the show. Yeah, that means bye. Can I help you pack? I think that's what it means. However, reports make sense in respect. Whittaker is the 13th Doctor, and the number 13 has proved unlucky. In fact, the BBC sci-fi drama has completely failed her. I agree completely. A fine actress, possibly not. I haven't seen any evidence of it. Has been let down by a muddled thinking and inadequate writing. But I think she was so involved in the muddled thinking and inadequate writing. I mean, honestly, I struggle to see any leading actor who had name recognition go and say the lines like, I feel a bit socially awkward, and not take responsibility for them. You read the lines, darling, okay? You know what it says. The average tenure on Doctor is 3.5 years, and by the end of the upcoming season, which is currently in production, would have also 3 years. This takes 3 full series of adventures, the same as their predecessors Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi. So far, so standard. Yet, due to long-time gaps in production, which it's only... we wouldn't even have noticed it as yet, because those long-time practical production, they were supposed to start in September of pre-corona, right? Pre-COVID, they were supposed to start in September. They started in November. All right, it's not making a big difference. Not making a big difference. And they're doing 8 shows instead of 10, right? Yeah, due to truncated series, fewer specials, and pandemic full shutdown. No! You lost 3 episodes, right? Whittaker will have started just 31 episodes in the sense, compared to David Tennant's 47, Smith's 44, Capaldi's 40. Okay, but what about Eccleston or Paul McGann? What about if we're talking about number of episodes? Was it Sylvester McCoy did was it 30, 34, 8, 12? Was it 42 episodes? But they're half length, so they're not 50. They're half length. So that'll be in terms of screen time. What did I say? 42. So the screen time equals to 21 episodes. Okay, get over it, darling. I'm sorry. Whittaker's time at the TARDIS controls feels all too brief. It felt too bloody long for me. Most of all, it feels like an opportunity lost. Well, there we agree. Where we agree. Who Primo Chibnall will be applauded for accepting one of the most challenging jobs in British television at the time, when ratings were in decline and budgets were shrinking. He boldly took the plunge, casting the first female Doctor, 55 years since the first time traveling institution launched, a move seen by many as a long overdue. Many think it's long overdue. Well, you see, that's the problem. That was really right. I know many saw it as long overdue, but those many people were apparently wrong, right? I was on board with it. I think it probably could have worked had they played it like Doctor Who. Was it long overdue? Not really. There's nothing wrong in something being a male character. It just isn't. I'm sorry, but there just isn't. And this fantasy that people can't relate to a character unless they look and they mirror them is utter nonsense. It's just nonsense. Since then, sadly, Chibnall hasn't done his Doctor justice. Well, we agree there. Whittaker, 38, a gifted, I do not know, in demand. She is in demand. An award-winning actress, also true. Consider her grieving mother in the Whodunit Broadchurch. Yeah, listen. That she's playing into her strengths there, playing a mum. That's playing mothers is basically what she can do, right? She can do that. A kick-ass nurse in cult sci-fi flick Attack the Block. She wasn't kick-ass. She played an average. She played an average slope character, right? Happened to be in a good movie. Her cheating wife, favorite the entire history of you. or the imposter. I haven't seen. I don't remember it. Or the imposter doctor in the medical thriller Trust Me. She trod the balls in Shakespeare Globe and National Theatre. Okay. She starred in film comedies. I've seen Citrinians. Starring is a strong word. And she's not very good. She wasn't very good in it. Russian tragedies and period dramas. Okay. She's a working actress. Well done. In short, she has a sharp wit. No, she doesn't. Emotional intelligence. Hasn't seen that at all. And a huge race. No! Again, I don't know what you're basing any of this on. I've seen her in Doctor Who, and I watched her very closely. She's shown no wit, emotional intelligence, or range whatsoever. She has 2 modes for a doctor. Actually 3 modes. She has chirpy Blue Peter companion, Blue Peter presenter. Hey, I like being a doctor. Hey, or sad little girl lost a dolly. Oh, I'm so sorry. Or Poe face, and this is the main one. Poe face lecturing Greta Thunberg. You can wreck planets so you can save them. Okay, believe me, if a planet hangs in the balance of being wrecked or saved by you, we're all going to die. Right, much earlier than you would expect. In Doctor Who, Whittaker hasn't been given a chance to flex her talents in any way because she doesn't believe the role. She thinks she's playing Andy Pandy. She thinks she's playing one of the Flower Pot Men. She thinks she's a cartoon character, a children's show character, and it doesn't matter who she. Yeah, it doesn't matter. In the same way, Excellent Smith, Capaldi, and especially Tennant were, all people who understood, respected, and liked the role. Sadly, she's been saddled with too many companions. 3 full time. Well, you needed to because she was so incredibly weak. In Ryan, Yaz, and Graham. We see the demographics and where you're going with there. Not to mention the guest stars, including Captain Jack. It was in really guest starred 1 episode, and he saved the episode. Right, he papered over the cracks of her deep, abiding lack of appeal. Right, it's really fundamentally deep, abiding lack of charisma was covered over by Barrowman's exuberance of charisma. She spent too much time breathlessly explaining too much stuff. Explaining stuff to too many people. She didn't explain anything. No, she basically acted as a bus driver for the fam. Spouting plot exposition as a authorial cipher. I know what a cipher is. I don't know what authorial cipher is. I guess authorial cipher. Yeah, okay. Well, that's more Ryan in the Revolution of the Daleks, where he's like, your change is scary. You just got to embrace your change. Oh, okay. Chibnall hedges bets having 2 male and 1 female companion to ensure gender balance. This meant merely 4 characters competed for camera time, and none of them were fully convinced. Yeah, I do think that if it's just been her and 1 companion, it would have been much worse. Much worse. They wouldn't be saying, "Oh, she did a great job." But the Doctor should be the commanding presence of the show. And again, I'm looking at this picture of her. I'm not convinced that she's reading anything. Right? I'm not convinced that she's being clever. I'm not buying it. Okay, it's not good enough job, and that for me means I don't think she's a good enough actor. The 13th Doctor's adventures were often flat, virtually universally, worthy and woke, often starting promisingly, but soon disappearing up their own space-time continuum. 100%. In the midst of the mediocre writing, whoa, savage at Chibnall. Whittaker was unable to carve out a strong identity. Look, I had a comment in the last video like this, and they said, no, Whittaker did have a defining moment with the Doctor. You know what? It wasn't like the "I am the Doctor" moment. You know what her defining moment with the Doctor was? When she said, I feel a bit socially awkward. Yeah, and that's why she's not doing too well in it. She was neither frightening, fierce. Oh my god, the showdown that when she has faces down villains, it's funny. Like her facing down Lenny Henry, hardly the most intimidating person in the world, was funny. It was like, well, if it was a real villain, it would just have a shot. Fierce, not funny, like previous incomers. Yes, she had the warmth and fizzing energy, but that wasn't enough to fully flesh her out. Yeah, it didn't seem real. Instead, she made slightly socially awkward and needy, forever talking about friendship, trying to get her fam to catch on, cracking corny jokes and straining to be to be down with the kids. It's like, yeah, look, the rainbow thing, darling, across your chest. It's a bit on the nose. It's a little bit on the nose. It's like a lack of confidence in the character becoming female. Is there lack of confidence in character becoming female, or is it just Chibnall's a very bad writer and doesn't know? I mean, I really would love to know. I'll go through all these terrible things he did. Like, why couldn't she break out of prison by herself? Like, why'd you write her like a moron? I'd love to talk to him about it. It'd be fascinating. She even made tomboyish and sounded by men. She was made tomboyish and sounded by men, surrounded by men, so femininity didn't scare the horses. Unfortunately, all this achieved to drain her of originality and dilute Whittaker's undoubted charisma. I haven't seen any charisma at all. Right, I haven't. Oh God, how much longer is this going on? Okay, we're on the last paragraph. Thank God. I haven't seen any charisma at all. Right, I think you're delusional. The best Chibnall could do was make her confused about her own identity, which turned out to confuse. Everybody hates the Timeless Children, right? Everybody apart from psychos on Twitter, like those 12 psychos on Twitter, they love the Timeless Children. Everybody else hates it. Everybody hates it. By the time they were introduced to a previous unseen female incarnation, Jo Martin, before long-term nemesis Master Szechuan told Doctor that she was a timeless child who wasn't from Gallifrey at all, after all, and whose entire life was a lie. No wonder Whittaker brow was permanently furrowed. You should have been mine. Ratings have been on a steady decline for 5 years, but episodes now attract fewer than 5 minutes. Yeah, it was okay. The rate of decline went kind of like this, yeah, more like this. Capaldi decline. Whittaker. That's basically how it went. Half what they were there, so they now attract fewer than 5 million viewers. Half of what they were in the show's Russell T Davies led reboot. Leslie Davis post reboot pomp, whatever, I don't know what he's talking about. In fact, numbers are now dissimilar to the show. Are not dissimilar to the show that was axed in the 89. It's actually lower. It's getting lower. Chibnall certainly is no Davis. If this is a mainstream normal publication, he's destroyed his career, right? I mean, like, this is brutal. He's not proven on par with the much maligned Stephen Moffat, squandering the talents of a leading actress as a symptom of his regime's weakness. Many Doctor Who devotees expected Whittaker to stay until the 60th anniversary. I kind of did as well, as special in 2023. It might seem that she'll be hanging out her blue culottes, oh God, a rainbow striped top, and sonic screwdriver 2 years early, please. Who might replace her? Into who might Whittaker regenerate? Like they're just savving Chibnall, right? At the news of Whittaker's leaving. I think that's indicative of this show is in trouble. This show's in big trouble. If it's not gonna have the media support you, I guess you gotta have like a trans person in a wheelchair or something. You gotta have something that people can't. Yeah, maybe you gotta cross Greta Thunberg, actual Greta Thunberg as the Doctor. He's the only way the media's gonna support you. All right, I think. Into whom might regenerate the climax series. Speculation has already begun naturally, and so far the usual merry-go-round names of the rounds are mooted. Many of whom were widely tipped last time around. Don't be surprised if it's a non-white or openly gay voice, or indeed another woman. Now that the straight white male template is broken, if so, because that worked out a treat, right? That worked out perfectly. If so, expect the purists, the anti-PC brigade. That's you right now. The BBC bashers to explode with rage all over again. Now I'm gonna wait till you show your utter crap, and I'm gonna tell you. And I'm gonna do basically what I do now. Jodie Whittaker has done her best with undercooked role during a dodgy era, which she did define. Of Doctor Who, she has been she is likable, I think, unlikable, inspiring, no, not inspiring, bravely heroic, not once. She's been cruel and cowardly, and a good role model for young girls. No, young girls, she's don't be patronizing and stupid, okay? And not just young girls, everybody. Don't be patronizing and stupid. Sadly, she's been let down by bosses. If she's quitting earlier than planned, it's a shame, but I can't say I blame her. Well, listen, you know who else quit? Most of Doctor Who fans. Most of the audience, they also quit. Maybe BBC will get their head screwed on and be able to bring them back. A lot of people doubt it. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen. My name is Sheila Beckett, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.